Warm greetings to all our friends from Aparajita and me. We want to thank you for your overwhelming appreciation and response to our introductory episode. It is so encouraging. So let's get on, beginning with our first episode. Aparajita, you said in the introduction that we are all in the journey of life together, but we are all walking our own separate and different paths, isn't it? What makes you say we are all in it together?
Yes, Sheba, we each have our own individual paths, goals, identities, dreams, and inimitable personalities. We are all different from one another, distinct from one another, and that is what makes us so unique and special. It would be so monotonous if we were all the same, with identical thoughts and ideas, wouldn't it?
Okay,
We are free to choose our own destinies and we are endowed with individual characteristics and emotional behaviors. We react and respond differently, we have different perspectives, and most of all, we are all gifted with unique talents and abilities which enable us to become who we want to be eventually. Yet the beauty of existence is that we are not isolated or separate from one another.
okay.
We cannot be. Our lives are all about being connected with one another in some way or the other irrevocably.
So, how is that?
With our individual talents and creativity, with our personal experiences and professional vocations, we are actually giving to the world in our own special way. We are contributing a part of our own precious self to color this whole beautiful canvas of life together. As Ralph Waldo Emerson, philosopher and poet, said, I quote, "Rings and other jewels are not gifts, but apologies for gifts. The only gift is a portion of thyself." Therefore, the poet brings his poem, the shepherd his lamb, the farmer corn, the miner a gem, the sailor coral and shells, the painter his picture. Unquote. Singers and dancers transport us into blissful dimensions of beauty and idealism. Scientists and philosophers contribute to an invaluable understanding of existence altogether. And if we expand our understanding of togetherness, aren't we all linked to nature? To the seasons, planets, forests, and oceans? The sun blesses us with its indispensable warm energy. The stars and moon light up the dark night. We look up to the skies and pray for the rains to quench the thirst of a parched earth. Birds sing for us, and flowers bless our hearts with their magical fragrance. This is something called collective consciousness, which holds this planet and us together. Therefore, I say, nothing is isolated. We are all in it together.
We all seem to be connected by some invisible thread, isn't it?
Absolutely. In fact, Sheba, you are echoing what Dr. Deepak Chopra, who has written extensively about spirituality and topics in mind-body connections, says. In his book Synchrodestiny, he writes extensively on the 7 principles of synchrodestiny. And the first principle is Aham Brahmasmi. Through this principle and the sutra statements in it, Dr. Chopra explains how you and I and the universe are one and the same. We are connected to everything that exists. We are a strand in the cosmic thread, connected to all the other strands. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, the American astrophysicist, author, and science communicator, reiterates the idea of total connectivity beautifully. He says, and I quote, "We are all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, to the rest of the universe atomically."
So that means that our thoughts, words, and actions have a deep effect on others.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Okay.
A profound effect. To souls who feel lost and weary, one kind word of encouragement and a sincere compliment can become the wind beneath their wings and rekindle the spark of vital willpower within them. Whereas harsh words of contempt, hatred, and humiliation can break a person to pieces of self-destruction and despair.
Is it all about relationships after all, Aparajita?
Yes, relationships, empathy, and compassion contribute very significantly to the process of conscious evolution.
Then why don't we deal with relationships in our next episode?
Certainly, that would be wonderful. And since we are speaking of interaction and bonding, I would like to share my email ID through which our audience could write to me with their thoughts and ideas. My email ID is journeysandhorizons9@gmail.com. Friends, my words are just my humble understanding of life. So, till we meet again, may love, light, and life bless us all.